So I asked you guys what you wanted to know about me, and I'm going to be answering them. Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a Q&A. So I figured it was a good time to kind of answer some questions that you guys might have. If you've been following along, watching my prep to the Toronto Pro Super Show. Yeah, so I figured today was a good day to do that. This week has been super boring. Really just been doing my training, dieting, going back to the gym, doing more training. That's it. So nothing really exciting has happened this week, so I figured today was a good day to answer some questions. First, if this is the first video that you are watching of mine, you're probably wondering who I am and why you even care to watch this. So my name is Brittany Canna. I am an IFBB Fitness Pro. So what that means is I've basically gone through the tiered system in Canada. I'm originally from Manitoba, so I went through MAVA. I did the novice. I actually skipped a step. I went to the world qualifier and won that one. So long story short, ended up getting my pro card, my IFBB Pro card at the CBBF Nationals in 2014, which basically means that I'm Miss Fitness Canada of 2014. So now that I am a pro, I compete in IFBB Pro shows. I'm 29 years old. I'm 5'10". I'd like to say 5'10". I think I'm more like 5'9" a little bit, but 5'9", 5'10". A couple of the questions that I get is how much I weigh for my stage weight. I'm usually about 155 to 160 pounds when I step on stage. I've actually never weighed myself the day of the show. I never seem to have a scale that day. Most of my shows now I'm traveling, so because I'm fitness, for those that don't know, there's different categories in bodybuilding. There's bikini, figure, fitness, physique, and bodybuilding. So I compete in fitness, which means there's 2 rounds. There's a posing round, which is very similar to figure posing. And then we do a routine. So you do a 1.5 to 2 minute fitness routine, which has strength moves, flexibility. You usually pick a theme, and you kind of go with it. So my background was in rhythmic gymnastics. I did that for 15 years competitively. So that's what my background is. I also did a couple other, I did like dance and that kind of stuff, but was mostly rhythmic gymnastics growing up. So let's get going. One of the questions was, what was the starting amount of calorie intake for my prep? I'm actually, I don't know. I've never actually sat down and figured out my calorie intake. I've got a coach. He figures all that out for me. He does his magic. He tells me what to eat, and when to eat it, and how often to eat, and I say okay, and I do it. So my coach is Darren Mailing of Freak Fitness. So I don't know. I guess I could figure it out, but no, I have no idea. Another question was, what is my ultimate goal? I think that's a hard one. I think that you've got a lot, well, I personally, I guess I got a lot of goals in life, but I guess if ultimate goal relating to my fitness competitions, ultimately I would love to make it to the Olympia. You know, that's kind of I think that's a goal for a lot of IFBB pros, is to make it to the Olympia. I'd also say to get an invite to the Arnold Classic would be a huge accomplishment for me as well. Yeah. What's my opinion of fasted cardio? I do fasted cardio personally. So right now I've been doing 2 cardios a day, and the first one is a fasted cardio in the morning. I enjoy it personally. I like getting up in the morning, going to do cardio, getting one of them out of the way. I don't agree with doing hours of cardio in a row. I don't think that you need it. And 2, it's really going to be counterproductive to maintaining your muscle mass. So I do fasted cardio. The only thing that I will take in the morning during cardio is Freak from Pharmafreak. So that's got your BCAAs, L-carnitine, tastes delicious. So that's enough to get me by for the morning for my fasted cardio. So I do it. My coach tells me to do it, so I say okay, and I do it. What got me into competing? So I've always been a competitive person growing up doing competitions for gymnastics. I enjoyed the challenge of practicing for a purpose. So after I quit, I got too old to do gymnastics. I needed to find something else to do. I was going to the gym and I was just kind of going and I wasn't really pushing myself. I needed something. I needed a reason to go to the gym, really. So I came across a girl that I went to high school with. She competed in a figure competition. She did really well. So I saw her transformation from when I knew her growing up, kind of through junior high, high school. So I checked out the MABA website. I saw an advertisement for free fitness on there. I decided to go for it, see what Darren had to say, and see if I could, even do a competition. Or, I didn't think that I ever would have the physique to be able to step on stage, but I figured he knew best. So I sat down with him, had a consultation, and he said absolutely. So I did bikini first. So I did the bikini novice in Manitoba, and then I ended up doing a model search competition a little while after. Just realized that bikini really wasn't for me. I spent that whole next year, basically it would have been the beginning of June until the next March, prepping for a fitness competition, and I ended up taking second in that. So that kind of sparked my love for fitness in that category. So really what got me into fitness was, into competing, was the need and the desire to push my body and to see what I could accomplish. I was really curious as to what I could do. So that got me into it. So another one is, what is my favorite dessert? Everything. So I definitely have a sweet tooth. I think if I had to say number one, would have to be ice cream. Even growing up, my mom couldn't have ice cream in the house. I love it. I will sit there and eat all of it. Can't be around it. Love it. I also love cookies. I would say cookies. Yeah. Ice cream and cookies. So if there's cookie dough ice cream, I'm in. That would be my favorite. I love cookie dough ice cream. So the next one would be, who or what is my inspiration and why? I think a lot inspires me and kind of keeps me motivated, but in regards to fitness, I think I would have to say my number one inspiration would be Oksana Grishina. She's the current Miss Fitness Olympian. She was one of the first fitness competitors that I came across when I was deciding or kind of figuring out if I could even do fitness. She's one of the first ones that I came across, and I saw her do a couple of her routines, and the first thing I noticed personally was that she doesn't tumble. And for me, that was a huge inspiration and kind of a realization that you don't have to tumble in order to be successful in fitness. I grew up doing rhythmic gymnastics, which is different than artistic gymnastics. Artistic gymnastics is kind of the regular gymnastics that everyone kind of knows, with the beam, the floor routines, the tumbling. Rhythmic gymnastics, you're not allowed to tumble. You're not even allowed to do a handstand. So it's a different styled, it's different gymnastics altogether. So when I saw her routine, it gave me the confidence, I guess, that I could actually do it. So she was definitely one of my inspirations. Something that kind of keeps me personally motivated is progress. I love seeing progress. The more that I see, the more I want to do, and the more I want to see those transformations in my body. So if it was kind of what keeps me motivated, I would definitely say personal progress keeps me motivated and kind of going through, and you know, I like seeing changes in my body and my hard work paying off, so that keeps me motivated. Someone also asked me what my shoe size was. 9.5. I'm tall. And then the last one that I'm going to answer, so that this isn't too long, is how did I get the booty? I definitely didn't really have a great shaped butt to start off with. I've always held a lot of my weight in my hips and my legs. So I would have to say Darren Nailing of Freak Fitness, conditioning camp that I used to go to, just really kicked my ass doing plyos, and really the biggest thing that I can tell anybody that wants to build up their glutes is mind muscle connection. Like, if you're not squeezing that muscle, you're not working it. So, you know, anything that you're doing, a squat, squeeze your glutes. Like, you know, obviously the way that I squat, I am very glute dominant. That's just kind of where I get a lot of my power from my jumps and gymnastics, that kind of, you know, the plyos, that kind of stuff. But I've definitely built my glutes up since I've started competing. So for somebody to say that it's not possible or whatever, it's genetics, that's a little bit genetics for sure. The way that my muscles tie into my body and stuff like that, like that's obviously genetics, but yeah, I would say lots of plyos, conditioning is really, really important, and just that mind muscle connection, like that's going to be the biggest thing. It's just really focusing on that glute squeeze when you're performing any lower body exercise. But yeah, this week was boring. Actually this morning, went to the gym, had a great back workout, was feeling really, really good. Came out from the gym and someone hit my car. So thank you to whoever hit and run on my vehicle in the parking lot of the gym. I really appreciate it. Not a lot of damage, but just frustrating. Like, thanks. Yeah, my weight's not really changing a whole lot in the last little bit, but I definitely feel like I'm getting leaner. Just feeling tighter, feeling, you know, body composition is changing and everything like that. Getting excited because I'm at the 9-week out mark. 9 weeks. So 9 weeks until I compete in Toronto. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed my Q&A. If you have any other questions that kind of come up, absolutely, you know, post them in the comments below. I hope that you like and you share this video. So thanks for watching.